To share a workflow with your team in n8n, open the workflow you want to collaborate on from your overview page, then click the Share button in the upper right corner of the editor. In the window that appears, start typing a teammate's name or email address in the Add Users field. Select the matching person from your workspace and repeat for each collaborator. Click Save, and those users will immediately gain access based on their assigned role. If you don't see the Share button, your plan, likely the free Community Edition or a user role without permission, doesn't support this feature. Workflow sharing is available on Pro and Enterprise cloud plans, as well as Enterprise self-hosted deployments, so check your subscription if that button is missing. Before you share, make sure you're signed into an account that has permission to share workflows, and double-check that the workflow contains your latest changes. If you've recently edited it, click Save and wait for n8n to finish writing the current version. Sharing an unfinished or outdated draft can confuse teammates who might start editing old logic or missing connections. If your organization uses workflow publishing, save and publish the workflow if appropriate. This marks it as the official version and prevents others from working on a draft that's still in progress. Once you've added users and saved the sharing settings, the selected collaborators receive editor access by default. Editors can view the workflow, run it, edit nodes, see execution history, and export the workflow. However, they cannot share the workflow with additional users, delete it, or change ownership. Only the original creator or an administrator can manage those higher-level permissions. Understanding this distinction prevents frustration later. If a teammate needs to bring someone else onto the automation, they'll need to ask you or an admin to add that person. To verify the sharing worked, return to the overview page. The shared workflow should now appear in the collaborators list of accessible workflows. Depending on your workspace setup, it might also show up inside an associated project if the workflow belongs to one. If the workflow is stored in a project rather than your personal workspace, the sharing process works differently. Instead of adding users directly to the workflow, you add them to the project itself. Everyone who belongs to that project automatically gets access to all workflows inside it, which simplifies permission management as your team grows. As your team evolves, periodically review who has access. Open the workflow again, click Share, and look at the current list. You can add new collaborators or remove people who no longer need access. Keeping this list current improves security and prevents accidental edits by former team members. Credential access also matters here. Some nodes use credentials to connect to external services like email, databases, or APIs. When you share a workflow, collaborators can usually run it, but editing nodes that use those credentials may be restricted unless you also share the credentials separately. Workflow sharing and credential sharing are managed independently, so if a teammate can't edit a node, check whether the required credentials have been shared with them. Now that your team can work together, they can review the workflow logic, update nodes, test executions, debug problems, and add documentation using sticky notes or node descriptions. This collaborative approach helps your organization build automations faster, reduces duplicate work, since no one needs to rebuild a similar process from scratch, and improves overall quality through multiple sets of eyes catching edge cases. To keep things organized, establish a naming convention for your workflows early, so searching for an automation is straightforward even as your library expands. Group related workflows into logical projects like marketing, sales, finance, or operations, which makes collaboration more efficient and helps teams locate the automations they need without digging through a long, flat list. Before sharing any workflow, take a moment to review it carefully, make sure all recent saves are done, and consider running a few successful executions first to catch obvious errors. This prevents teammates from inheriting avoidable bugs. Also, give people access only to the workflows they actually need. Limiting access keeps projects tidy and reduces the chance of accidental edits to unrelated automations. If your organization uses projects, storing related workflows in the appropriate project instead of personal workspaces simplifies everything. Team members added to the project automatically gain access, and you avoid managing individual shares for every workflow. You've now successfully shared your first workflow in n8n and understand the permission model that governs collaboration. Remember that editors can modify and run executions, but cannot share or delete workflows, and that credential sharing is a separate step. To get the most out of this feature, periodically review your shared workflows, remove access for users who no longer need it, and encourage teammates to document complex sections with clear notes. If you ever need to revisit these steps, save this video or bookmark the workflow sharing settings in n8n. You'll be back to collaborating in seconds.